I think it's interesting. I think Devin just is continually like just taking losses in and out the ring. It's not a good look. It doesn't look well. I mean, it's a turnoff. It's a
Chaos erupted when Ryan Garcia attacked Devin Haney at the airport. The incident was more than just a typical brawl. It was the culmination of serious legal and personal disputes. Haney had recently slapped Garcia with a massive lawsuit, accusing him of battery, fraud, and misappropriating money. The tension between the two boxers boiled over in a very public setting, turning an already controversial situation into a full-blown scandal. Haney's lawsuit didn't just target Garcia. It also named Golden Boy Promotions, Garcia's promoters, demanding they open their books to reveal what really happened with their controversial bout. This fight, which took place on April 20th, was anticipated to be a monumental showdown between two of boxing's biggest names. However, it instead became a debacle that sent shockwaves through the sport. The conflict escalated from the boxing ring to the real world, with fists flying at the airport and legal battles ensuing in the courtroom. Now let's break down what led to this explosive confrontation, how things escalated so dramatically, and what the future holds for these fighters and the sport of boxing.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm reading everything. You saw. I already know you back now. Your dad can't talk for you. Your dad can't save you.
On April 20th, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia faced off at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Haney, who came in undefeated with a record of 31-0, was expected to showcase his skills in what was anticipated to be one of the best fights of the year. However, things didn't go as planned. Ryan Garcia showed up a few pounds overweight, which was a major red flag from the start.
Wants to weigh in right now. $143.2 official weight for Ryan Garcia.
The boxing world was rocked on April 20th when Ryan Garcia faced Devin Haney at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Haney, boasting an undefeated record of 31-0, was expected to dominate in a highly anticipated bout. However, the fight took a turn no one could have predicted, leading to a series of explosive events that culminated in a lawsuit and a dramatic airport confrontation. The controversy began even before the fight started. Ryan Garcia arrived at the weigh-in several pounds overweight, immediately raising concerns. His failure to make weight was a significant red flag, casting doubt on his preparation and commitment to the bout. Despite the weigh-in controversy, Garcia entered the ring with aggressive determination. From the outset, he fought with ferocity, knocking Haney down 3 times in the 7th, 10th, and 11th rounds. By the end of the fight, Garcia was declared the winner by majority decision, a victory that was soon overshadowed by scandal. Just days after the fight, the New York State Athletic Commission announced that Garcia had tested positive for Ostarine, a banned performance-enhancing drug. This revelation changed everything. Garcia's win was stripped, the fight was declared a no contest, and he was hit with a year-long suspension and a substantial fine. The scandal didn't end with the suspension. Devin Haney's legal team, led by attorney Pat English, filed a lawsuit against Garcia, accusing him of battery, fraud, and unjust enrichment. The lawsuit also targeted Golden Boy Promotions, demanding a full review of the financial records related to the fight. Haney's lawsuit argued that Garcia's use of a performance-enhancing drug made the fight non-consensual. In legal terms, battery involves any unwanted or harmful contact, and Haney's team claimed that stepping into the ring with a drug-enhanced opponent was a violation of this principle. The lawsuit also accused Garcia of unjust enrichment, asserting that he had pocketed money he didn't earn fairly. Haney's team demanded that Garcia and Golden Boy Promotions disclose all financial transactions related to the fight to determine the extent of the alleged fraud. Golden Boy Promotions, one of the most prominent names in boxing, was not spared in the lawsuit. Haney's team accused the promoters of failing to ensure a fair and clean fight, suggesting that their actions or inactions contributed to the scandal. Bill Haney, Devin's father and trainer, expressed his outrage publicly. He condemned Garcia's actions, stating that they demonstrated a lack of respect for the sport, the business of boxing, and fellow athletes. Bill emphasized that the lawsuit was not just about his son, but about cleaning up the sport and ensuring fair play for all fighters. The lawsuit detailed the significant emotional and reputational damage Devin Haney suffered. Beyond the physical toll of the fight, Haney faced millions of dollars in losses due to the tarnishing of his undefeated record and the emotional distress caused by the scandal. In the days leading up to the fight, Garcia exhibited strange behavior that raised further suspicions. He ranted about conspiracy theories on social media, acted erratically during press events, and even chugged from a beer bottle while standing on the ceremonial scale. These actions, combined with the drug test results, painted a troubling picture of Garcia's state of mind and preparation. Adding to the controversy was a YouTube video showing Garcia receiving an IV drip with a suspicious yellowish liquid before the fight. This footage raised even more questions about his conduct and whether he had engaged in additional prohibited practices. The New York State Athletic Commission, responsible for overseeing the fight, faced scrutiny for allowing it to proceed despite the red flags. Had they known about Garcia's drug use, the fight likely would have been cancelled, preventing the subsequent scandal. If the court rules in Haney's favor, the case could set a precedent for how doping scandals are handled in boxing. It could lead to stricter regulations and more rigorous oversight by athletic commissions to prevent similar incidents in the future. The tension between Garcia and Haney reached a boiling point when they encountered each other at the airport. Frustrations erupted into a physical altercation, witnessed by bystanders and captured on video. This incident underscored the deep animosity and unresolved issues between the two fighters. The airport brawl added another layer to the ongoing legal battle. Haney's legal team included the confrontation as further evidence of Garcia's reckless behavior and lack of professionalism. The public nature of the altercation also damaged both fighters' reputations, drawing negative media attention. Haney's lawsuit demanded that Golden Boy Promotions open their financial records for a full review. This request aimed to uncover any discrepancies or unethical practices in how the fight was promoted and managed. The outcome of the lawsuit could have significant implications for boxing promoters. If Haney's claims are upheld, it could lead to increased transparency and accountability within the industry, ensuring that fighters and promoters adhere to ethical standards. Bill Haney's fiery statements highlighted the broader issues at stake. He emphasized the need to clean up the sport, ensuring that all fighters compete on a level playing field. This sentiment resonated with many in the boxing community, who have long called for stricter regulations and enforcement. The lawsuit seeks not only financial compensation, but also punitive damages to set a precedent. Haney's legal team aims to hold Garcia and any accomplices accountable, sending a strong message that cheating and unethical behavior will not be tolerated in boxing. The Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney scandal has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. What began as a highly anticipated bout turned into a legal and personal battle with far-reaching implications. As the case unfolds, it will be closely watched by fans, fighters, and industry professionals alike. The outcome will likely shape the future of boxing, influencing how doping scandals are handled and highlighting the importance of fairness and integrity in the sport. For Devin Haney, the fight for justice continues, both in the courtroom and in the ring, as he seeks to restore his reputation and set a new standard for the sport he loves.